Welcome to Henry B. Tech Channel, where simple dreams are realized amidst the wild. On this journey, I invite you to join me on an inspiring story. Building a dream log cabin from scratch in a pristine, tranquil space, almost completely isolated from the outside world. It all begins with finding the ideal location. A plot of land peaceful enough to listen to the wind, safe enough to build a home, and harmonious enough to become a part of nature without disrupting it. I ventured deep into the forest, collecting logs and branches, carefully selecting each material nature provided, as if gathering the first pieces of a dream. From there, step by step, the house gradually took shape. The foundation was firmly laid in the ground. The frame was erected with rough but strong wooden beams, and then each wall and plank was meticulously and patiently fitted together. Nothing was rushed. Each stage required time, concentration, and an understanding of the materials. You will witness how the simplest things, wood, earth, leaves, gradually transformed into a real living space, a place that could shelter from rain and wind and retain warmth. The logs were carefully felled, each section lying neatly on the cold ground. I arranged them neatly, carefully selecting and transporting them to the construction site, beginning to form the house's frame, the sturdy skeleton for the entire structure. This was no simple task. Each log carried a different weight and shape, requiring patience and strength to arrange them so they fit together, creating a stable structure. Time passed slowly in the cold of the deep forest, but step by step, the house's frame gradually emerged, strong and full of hope. I understood that the foundation was the most important element. Therefore, not just any log could be used. I chose the strongest logs, straight, hard, with few defects, to lay down as the base. They had to be strong enough to support the weight of the entire house, durable enough to withstand the dampness of the soil, and sturdy enough to stand firm through the coming cold winter. Each piece of wood is placed in its position like an irreplaceable puzzle piece, creating a safe and reliable foundation. The sky was gradually darkening. I started a small fire. I prepared a few simple dishes. Nothing fancy, just quick and easy, but enough to fill my rumbling stomach after a long, relentless day of work. Around me, darkness gradually enveloped everything, leaving only the dancing flames and the crackling of the burning wood. The night breeze blew gently through the forest, bringing a chill, but also making the warmth by the fire more precious than ever. I took a deep breath, savoring the rare tranquility, and quietly prepared for a night's rest, so that tomorrow the construction journey could continue. Continuing the work, another long day began with the unfinished construction journey. I diligently worked with the wooden beams, each piece neatly arranged and carefully stacked, as if building layers of solid hope. Earth and stone were compacted, filling the gaps, blending together into a unified mass, creating a foundation strong enough to withstand the cold wind and harsh weather ahead. Each movement was slow but precise. I understood that even a small mistake could affect the entire structure. Therefore, each beam placed was carefully calculated, each gap sealed to retain heat and increase durability. The work was arduous, but seeing the structure gradually take shape, I felt that all the effort was worthwhile. On the final day, the most difficult and crucial part of building the house arrived. I utilized readily available materials, wood, branches, bark, and soil, to create a sturdy protective layer. Each wooden plank was carefully selected, placed at a suitable angle, and cleverly interlocked to create a natural slope, allowing rainwater to slide off easily without accumulating. The task seemed simple but required absolute precision, because even a small gap could allow water and cold wind to seep in, destroying all the warmth inside. On top, I added another layer of natural materials, leaves, moss, and soil, pressed tightly together to increase waterproofing. This layer not only prevented water, but also acted as insulation, retaining precious warmth on cold nights. Finally, I carefully laid a layer of fabric, the few items I had brought with me on the trip, on top as a final protective layer. It was like a fragile but necessary shield, helping the house withstand sudden heavy rains. When finished, I stepped back, looking up at the entire roof in the fading afternoon light. Layers of material stacked upon each other, simple yet sturdy, just like the journey I had undertaken. Thank you for contributing to this transformation. Stay tuned for more dream-making stories on the channel.